Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Hummel, the Tier 6 German SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Halluf, and it's under the command of Wazwulf of QU1NN. And he's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel, and as you can see, he's got bounty equipment all the way across the board. Game on! Well, like everyone else, the ones who know, he's using the stock howitzer. Of course, it's so much more accurate. It's got a faster reload, which means you can shoot more shots, and of course it's also capable of firing at a trajectory, which means that it does hit the enemy rather hard when the shell comes right down on top of their heads instead of whizzing past them at high speed. Now, it does have a shorter range than the Top Gun, but it's much more effective. Okay, he's ready to go, and his first target's a T-52, just been spotted down in the centre. He's on their side of the map, but we're going to put a shell over there and let him know that he is targeted. We've got a brass the other side, and I think he knows that the T-52 is likely to get hit again. The reload is faster, as I said. Standard reload 25.31, he's got 20.74. There's the T-52. Now, we're going to have difficulty firing at that particular position there because the rock gets in the way. But the T-52 is taking fire. He's lost most of his hit points already. Over in the northwest corner, we saw a KV-2R and a GeForce. And in fact, actually, there's a couple of other tanks as well, including a KV-1S sitting on that corner. Now, it does take a little while to dial in, but once it's dialed in, it becomes very, very accurate. And you're about to see how that trajectory really helps. Yeah, look at that. 173 hit points for the first shot. It's 480 alpha with the standard stun rounds. 38mm pin, 6.7 meters on the burst radius, and between 6.5 and 10.5 seconds of stun. So you have to get your shots in early if you want to get some assist. Now, you might have difficulty with that XM57 at the moment, but if he goes to a corner to try and shoot at our guys, then obviously he's going to have some problems. He's trying to do that right now as the Lurver's gone up there. The Lurver got stunned, and the XM57 decided, no, I'm going to shoot at the Emil 1 instead. Okay, we've got a Progetto 46. He's got thinner armour. Our guys went mob-handed to the corner, and they formed a line, actually, which is not a good decision under these circumstances. They should have split between the Emil, that route, and this position. Having 2 KV-2s together, obviously it's a lot of firepower. This is a tier 8 game. Oh, we hit the Progetto. 226 off that one. Was it 280 stun assist? Now they are taking damage, these guys, and now the XM57 has turned around to try and deal with our guys on the second side. Okay, he's lining up the shot on the XM. Rounds out. Gets a hit. In fact, he hit 2 at the same time there. He actually damaged the Lurver and the XM57. Now you can see our guys are now falling back because obviously we did lose one of our teammates, the VK3601H, but then he is tier 6 in the tier 8 game. Rounds out. Landed just behind the Lurver, or behind the T29 I should say. The Lurver switched sides. There's the T29. He's immobilized at the moment. Tracks have gone. Whoa, what happened there? I think something interrupted the play, and you can see a Rex moving, which means obviously somebody's pushing it. The T29's pushing it, but the KV-2R still takes some damage. I think he's rearranging the wreck and using it as mobile cover, but now we're going to put a shell over the top of the wreck into the T29. Kind of a reminder to say, yes, you really shouldn't be here. Well, it hit the wreck, and absolutely no damage to the T29 at all. And now's really the time to start moving or changing to the non-stun variety AP. Of course, that will damage the tank if it's closer. Rounds out. That tracked the XM. The T29's still there. Still using that wreck for cover. Unfortunately, we just lost one of our teammates, the Tiger P. So, now going for the T29 again. And he's gone this time. The KV2 managed to nail him the moment that Wazwulf's shell landed on top of him. So, we are picking up stun assist here. We're up to just under 1,000 on actual damage and stun. Now, the Lurver's broken through. He wants that KV2R. And yes, Wazwulf helps the KV2R, who's now using a wreck for cover himself against that Lurver. And he's hoping that we might be able to provide him with a bit of support. So he's waiting for our shell. Only a few seconds to go. Oh, we've got a bit of a rescue bloom, or not a rescue bloom, but yep, we did get a hit, and the KV2R, or KV2 rather, took out the Lurver. So there's only 3 enemies left. This has been a great battle for Wazwulf, because he's been lobbing those shells in, and the enemy's been taking the punishment. Rounds out the KV2R. Yeah, but he picked up a lot of stun assists there. 477. Well, the KV2R on the enemy team has now gone down, and that means there's only 2 left. The XM57 and an E25. The XM is very low hit points. That stuns him. Wizzy120 moving in for the kill. Oh, he took a big hit, but now the XM's got a long reload. And of course, the Wizzy120's got a very good gun. And he takes him out and leaves 1 enemy left, the E25, who's making a trip right across the battlefield towards our side. He's changed direction. Our guys are all on the enemy side of the battlefield. Well, we're trying to get closer, but the E25 goes down before we can get there, and that is the end of the game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was another ace tanker game from Wazwulf of QU1NN in the Hummel. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he managed to get 7, and he got a Confederate, hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. In fact, he didn't get a single kill in that game, but he certainly helped a lot of his teammates to get the kills by hitting the enemy really hard, and then, of course, their teammates then went in and did the damage that got the kill in the end. The win rate was only 1,836 because, after all, he was just trying to get the stuns out of these guys. And look how many stuns he got. 4 stuns on the XM57, 2 stuns on the KV2R, 3 stuns on the T29, 5 stuns on the Lurver. So these guys kept getting stunned, and it must have been telling because, of course, in the end, they all got taken out. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see that he didn't get the highest damage in the game because that went to the Lurver on the enemy team. That guy got a high caliber and 3,055 hit points of damage. The second highest damage was the XM57, who got 2,934. And the third highest, well, that went to the KV2 on our team, the one that lived, who got 1,892. That's the one who actually got the kill on the Lurver himself. When it came to Wazwulf, he got 1,337. And that means he was beaten by 3 members of the enemy team, 4 members of his own team. He was in 8th place on damage. When it came to kills, though, you can see the top scorers were the Wizzy1201GFT and the Barras. Both picked up 3 kills apiece. The KV2 got 2 kills, so did the SU152. And on the enemy team, the only tank that got 2 kills was the Progetto. And when it came to base XP, well, you can see the KV2, who got the kill on the Lurver, got 1,073, but just behind him was Wazwulf with 1,031, and they were the only 2 players who managed to make it over 1,000 base in the game, with the LT432 getting 906. Wazwulf fired 15 rounds, a decent amount that you need for ace tanker, 7 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations at all, but he did get 15 splash. Damage of 1,337, all of it more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but that gave him the Confederate, and he earned 1,713 hit points of stun assist of 16 stuns, and of course that gave him the ace tanker, and you can see he got 16 stuns from 15 shells, so he was hitting more than one tank at the same time sometimes. On a premium count, he made a profit of 99,775 credits and not one kill. Oh dear. But at least he got the reward for a holiday ops of 26,838 in that game. 9,281 experience points out of that one as well, and 6,962 from holiday ops. So yes, it was very profitable. And this is one of the reasons why holiday ops is a great time of the year to actually go for it and do as much damage as you can to beef up your crews so they all get fantastic crew skills for the rest of the year. So I hope you enjoyed that brief battle in the Hummel. Wazwulf proving yet again that the short barrel is the best one. And of course, we have to thank all the players who've actually pointed that out to us in the past. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.